So in this video, I'll show you the item and emblem build I use on Masha now. Although it's almost the same as before, I only made a few small changes, especially in my item prioritization. This is my first game, and my lane opponent is Yujin. I'm using Petrify as my battle spell so I can outplay Yujin. If I used Flicker or Sprint, he would have the upper hand in a head-on fight. Also, against other enemies with high mobility, Petrify is good to stop them even for a short time. Yes, Sprint or Flicker can work, but Petrify has a shorter cooldown, and I can burst down any enemy. I use other spells only if there are enemies I can't burst, like Argus or other tanky enemies who are stronger than Masha in the early to mid game. Anyways, this is how I usually buy my items in a specific order. That's the usual setup, but sometimes I make small changes, like buying rapid boots instead of swift boots. But those are the only two boots you should consider for Masha. You don't need to buy tough boots or warrior boots because Masha doesn't need defensive items. And sometimes I buy Great Dragon Spear first instead of Malefic Roar if I'm ahead and there's no super tanky enemy on the other team. But if I'm behind or there are tanky enemies, I go for Malefic Roar first before Endless Battle. In all the games I played here, I don't think I built Malefic Roar at all because I didn't go against any super tanky enemies. Most of the time, my main targets are the squishy enemies, and we all know they don't build defensive items. And even if they build one, Masha's damage is still more than enough without Malefic Roar. Malefic Roar is really focused on physical penetration, and you'll definitely feel its effect if you actually need it. Support roamers are more common nowadays, so in some games it might actually be better to prioritize other items instead of Malefic Roar. Or you can replace your boots with it in the late game instead. In this part, I landed a 5-man set on 2 enemies, and luckily my teammates followed up. Our only mistake was not locking the turret, because we could have ended the game right there. We didn't even finish the game at that moment, and it looked like the enemy still had a chance to make a comeback. All my teammates actually got wiped out here, and the enemy almost won if I wasn't there. After I killed 3 enemies in that part, it didn't take long before we finally ended the game. The enemy team even had 3 gold medals, while all of my teammates only had silver. In the next game, I had a teammate who was a top global Baxia, while I'm still struggling to get Masha to top global. Maybe if more than half of ML players move to HOK, I might finally get there. Just kidding. The real reason is, I still have fewer than 100 matches with Masha this season, and I mostly play solo too. Anyways, if you noticed, the battle spell I used in this game is Flicker instead of Petrify. The main reason is because I'm laning against Lapu, and it's really hard to make Petrify work on him since he has a lot of CC immunity. There's a high chance that your Petrify will just go to waste or won't be effective. Plus, there's a Sun on the enemy team, which is why I needed an escape skill. I can't go head-to-head against both Lapu in the early to mid game and Sun in the mid to late game. It looks like Sun and Lapu are duos since Sun kept rotating to the EXP lane. I actually got killed here because I wasn't careful, but good thing Baxia showed up just in time and ran over the monkey with his wheels. As you can see, I was actually trying to fight Lapu in the early game, which is when he's strongest, just a test of strength. Sometimes it gets boring waiting for mid to late game. Turns out he couldn't dominate me anyway, even though we all know how strong he is early on. And by the way, this is the emblem I'm currently using. Since I'm prioritizing Blade of Despair, it's really good to use Weapon Master as the Tier 2 talent so I get extra physical attack right away. It works well because Masha has true damage based on the enemy's max HP, and it scales with her extra physical attack, which means the higher your extra physical attack, the higher the true damage percentage. The only annoying thing about Masha's 3 HP bars is that the enemy's Sky Piercer still gets triggered even if you're technically still alive. In this game, I thought Baxia would be the one to carry us, but it turned out to be Cyclops. The enemy team really struggled to kill him, and like I said earlier, support roamers are more popular now than tank roamers. Just look, the enemy's roamer is a support again. Franco is probably the only one keeping up with their popularity these days. Maybe because his ultimate can counter a lot of heroes and suppression is just insanely strong in Mobile Legends. But Franco isn't even that tanky anymore since his core items are Fleeting Time and Winter Crown, and he's using the support emblem too. That's why I think not prioritizing Malefic Roar is actually a smart idea. So this is my last game in this video. And my lane opponent here is Ruby. As you saw earlier, even during the drafting phase, our YSS already said that Masha was at a disadvantage against the enemy lineup. Do you agree with him? I don't really know what he based that on or how he came to the conclusion that Masha was at a disadvantage against the enemy lineup. Sea Lion was really solid in this part. He took the hook from Franco for me. I returned the favor by using Petrify on Franco to help him escape, but it ended up being useless since he still died anyway. But I made sure to take down Franco. I chased him because I probably wouldn't have been able to escape from Ruby either. And it was still a good trade overall since I forced Belleric to use his ultimate. Ruby was really scared here. She used Flicker right away even though her HP was still full. We managed to take down Moskov here, thanks to Sea Lion's help. While I was clearing the minion waves to trigger Holy Defense, Ling suddenly showed up, and I don't think he even had his ultimate. I don't know what he was thinking, maybe he's crazy or something because he dove in alone against Masha without being ready at all. This part was really a battle of retribution. Whose retribution do you think would win? Well, both of them actually messed it up. We just got lucky because Lord ended up dying to YSS's meteor shower.